Hey there, Obi here. I'm playing Reave. For those of you who did not watch my last video, this is Alta's P2, aka Project 2. It now has a name called Reave. This is very early pre-release alpha testing, so textures have not been made yet. That's why we're in this weird empty building and the trees don't have textures and there's no textures over there. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. We're gonna test this game out, and I want to talk about a few things while we kind of look out my character loadout. So leather armor and stuff, and I think I'm ready to go. I don't need that. Cool. Yeah, I've got what I need. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna join a game, join a raid. So if you guys have watched any of my content in the past, you know that I primarily record a Township Tale content, and I haven't as of late because the game is kind of not really being developed anymore. Well, there's back-end stuff, but anyway, look, if you're like me, you're gonna have some bitter feelings towards Alta because they laid off the developers back in November, and all of our hopes and dreams have been shattered as far as ATT is concerned. Yeah, I could just mope around and cry about it all the time, or I can just give this game a fair chance, because at the end of the day, Alta is a business and they just want to make money. I can't really blame them for that, but I can still be really upset about it. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this game, it's quite fun. I'm playing this because I want to. I've got 8 or 9 hours in this so far. I am absolutely terrible at this game, but I still enjoy it. Now it is full of bugs. It has a lot of things that need to be polished. But again, that's the charm of a game that's in alpha testing. So I've got some screen jittering and stuff going on right now. So during this testing right here, we have there is PvP. I don't know if we're gonna see any people. So yeah. So basically, we can run around and we can. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. We can collect some stuff. Now, I've got some issues with stick drift. Hey, buddy. All right, watch this. So this is, I think combat's really fun in here. So I could even use my sword if I want to block and then hit him through. It's hard to see these things in the dark, but we're running around. We're collecting these things called echoes. There's a meter down here. We've got 20 minutes to collect 15 echoes and find an extraction room. There are traps in the game, so it's kind of hard to see right there, but that's a trap. There's a skeleton right here. These guys are easy enough. Get that echo. This is a little bear trap. We can put it in our inventory here to get later. Doors and chests are interesting to mess around with. You just kind of place your hand on it and they pop open. There's an issue with inventory where, well, it's not really an issue, but I have to open my inventory every time I want to get my torch. If you didn't watch my last video, the fire is just beautiful. Alright, so did I get anything? Yeah, I did. Alright, cool. Whoa. Oh, epic emerald. Cool. So we're gonna come over here. I've got to stand up. Let's get my shield back. And okay, cool. What does that do? Speed boost. Okay. Short sword. All right, cool. Let's get going. Oh, wrong button. I keep pressing the wrong button when I want to leave my inventory. All right, so yeah, doors open by just placing your hand near it. spiders. There is like an arachnophobia mode where you can turn off spiders where they look like, I call them Mentos. They look like Mentos kind of thing to me. For those of people who are afraid of spiders, kill them. There's echoes up here. I just can't see them. I know it gives us 5. Can I don't want to get my torch out. Alright, so we're just going to walk around. So we can collect loot. There is... Come on. There we go. So our objective is that way. That arrow guy is nasty. I'm just going to get you out of the way for later. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do this. There's an echo. Killed that. Is there... There is nowhere to put your hand on here. Can I really walk around? Look, I am exploiting bugs and glitches, so apologize for me. I apologize to you. Apologize for me. I can't even speak. So I'm just going to keep going through here. Ooh. Where there is an archer somewhere. Hello, buddy. I don't... Alright, so I know where I am, and this room is kind of nasty, because way above us, there's an extraction room above us, where we can get out of here, but it's surrounded by archers. So let's go over here. I'm ducking down. I just want to get rid of these spiders. Come on. There we go. So the spiders don't drop echoes, but the... I hear movement. But the nests do. I didn't mention this, but these skeletons are actually just stand-ins. It's kind of a shame. I think they look great, but from the developer, one of the developers, Matt, he basically said that this is not the look that they're going for. They want it to be a little bit darker. So the skeletons right now are just like a stand-in. So I think this is speed. Yep, and this is like jump. Alright, well, let's get you out of the way. Alright, well, this would help if I looked around. Alright. There is a boss type character around here. I don't want to draw the attention of these archers. They're everywhere. 1, 2, 3. There's one over there. How many echoes? I need one more echo. So, if we... Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can get out of here without dying. Archers everywhere. Alright, so put my hand here, and I am successfully extracting. I've got my 15 echoes. Come on, come on. There we go. Whew. I made that look easy. As I said, I am absolutely garbage at this game. Alright, so here we are. I've successfully extracted. I'm very close to leveling up. 300 XP gained. I don't know how the XP works in this. I was in here with Silly Billy. I got, the 15 or 16. I got 15 or 16 echoes. I left and I had 420 XP. And then Silly Billy was like, he had like 30 some. He had like defeated bosses and stuff until he could find a room. And he got 500 XP. So I don't really know how that works. There is a skill tree and I'm working my way up this way. Now... It would be nice if we had a way to, like, to remove these stats or redo them, because I a lot of times you're just like clicking them and then, buying them and realizing I don't really need them. Lifesteal, that's cool. I can't wait to get that. Our strength or dexterity. I forgot we can move around in here. Strength and dexterity. Intelligence. So there's basically like fighter. And the fighter has like a knight path or a swordsman path. There's a rogue and there's like an assassin path and something else. And then there's a mage, which is not yet in the game. But it will be. So, that's really it. The overall goal of this is to get in, get your echoes and extract. And then once you have your loot, you'll bring it over to one of these guys right here. There we go. So I'll just put all that in here. I guess I could have, do I have anything I want to get rid of there? I guess I'll get rid of this sword. No, I'll keep that sword. Deal. And then if I want to buy some things, I can. Now, remember, when you buy items and you go into a raid and you die, you lose those items. So you don't really want to do that. But anyway, yeah, so this is kind of like the look of the rogue. Once you start leveling up, they give you some basic gear. And yeah, so I think that's it for now. Like I said, everybody knows how I feel, how I felt. I do, and I have kind of buried the hatchet. I had some issues in the past with, I don't know.
There he is again.
With, well, he goes by Froge, Unse, Unki, Glenn. I think we've made up successfully. He was the one who really helped me to get into here, to give it a chance. So I do appreciate that. And like I said, I'm willing to give this game a chance, and try to not be bitter. This right here, he's a content creator. I'll put his name on the screen. He's got a nicer video than I do about this game. So if you want to see that, I think he said he pronounces it Tweek. He knows that I can't hear him, or he can't hear me. It's a glitch with the camera. But yeah, that's it. So this is it. So I guess that's it. We're gonna log out, and then until next time, I'm still gonna be making ATT content, and I'm also gonna be making Reave content as well, because I really do think that this game is enjoyable. I'm just bad at it. That guy's really good. Don't ever face him in PvP. Oh yeah, this was the PvP update, but I didn't have anybody to raid with, and I'm kind of glad for it because I got out of there. So that's it. Until next time, I'll see you later.